was Boeing CEO Kelly Ortberg last hour praising the state of these trade deals. Boeing initially higher on the results, did turn lower in some early trading. Joining us this morning, Jefferies analyst Sheila Kahyaoglu has a 265 target and a buy rating on the stock. Sheila, it's great to see you. Some of these numbers are impressive in defense, revenue, services, free cash flow. Obviously, you clearly don't think the street has quite caught up yet.
Yeah, I think these results were very good across the board. Commercial and services beat our margin estimate. Defense did really well. The free cash flow burn was only $200 million. Street anticipated about $2 billion. Free cash flow burn year to date is 2.2. These numbers overall are very solid.
Where do you think, any idea about why we took a turn lower here this morning?
I think stock's up 33% year to date at 230, one of the best performers year to date. I think it's just taking a breather. We already saw the 737 and 87 rates going to 38 and 7 a month when Boeing reported deliveries 2 weeks ago. And so maybe the street wants to see more free cash flow momentum. But I think the tariff point is one to harp on with Boeing because I think it's one of the best tariff plays out there, just given the order momentum the company could build on.
Right. It definitely it carries a lot of water on trade when we're talking about buying and selling an aircraft. This IAM issue regarding the defense workers in St. Louis, is that going to get material?
I think it'll pass, and it's only 2% of the workforce, much smaller than Renton was at about 30%.
Yeah, I just wanted to follow up on what you just said about trade, which is a big deal, and Kelly sounded very complimentary of the administration. I mean, I thought even before they started announcing trade deals in the Middle East, where there were all sorts of commitments to buy Boeings, and then now in some of these trade deals, how much is it moving the needle for Boeing in terms of added business?
I think a lot. I think people don't realize Boeing's backlog is 7 years of production right now. And year to date, Boeing has about 650 official orders, but the trade deals are still preliminary. So they're not in that 650 number. We're tallying about 450 preliminary orders from the trade deals. That includes Qatar, Indonesia, Japan, and much more to come with the EU deal too. So I think that the tariff trade deal is going to build order momentum. And given the backlog is 7 years, is going to help pricing, which obviously helps free cash flow.
Viewers obviously remember how it was bedeviled for several years. Just concerns around the culture regarding safety. How do we talk about the stock right now through that lens? And do you give Ortberg credit for turning that whole engine around?
Yeah, I think Kelly Ortberg, Stephanie Pope, Brian West in his last quarter are all turning it around. Kelly's being very, programmatic, systematic with how he's thinking about the rate increases. We've now reached 38 a month on the 737, which is 50% of Boeing's free cash flow on our estimates. So thinking about going up in rate, but taking a close look at the KPIs and staying at the same rate for 6 months before really increasing. So I think it's slow and steady wins the race, and the momentum's building, and the culture seems to be moving forward in a positive manner.
On that monthly production rate, what's a truly aspirational number? I've seen 42 thrown around, but what do you have in your models for the coming years?
So we have 5 a month, an increase of 5 per month. So we'll go to 42 next. They'll stay at that rate for 6 months, and then 47. They've never really done above 55 for more than 6 months. So that is 52 to 55 is our target in 28. Per month. That's a lot of aircraft.
Yeah, it's a lot of aircraft. Where overall then, where does, in an environment where defense clearly gets a lot of chatter on the street, where does that fit in on this story?
I also want to go back to the order momentum point. I think Boeing delivering on time without concessions and a good product. Outside of volume, pricing is very important as these tariff deals come in too. People will want the aircraft, will pay a premium for it to get it on time, to have it as people fight for capacity. On defense, we're starting to see the turnaround. This is the second quarter in a row where BDS hasn't seen any losses. So hopefully this is a business that generated $2 billion of EBIT and free cash flow just 5 years ago before the loss-making programs came in.
Fascinating turnaround that it's been. It's been great to watch. Sheila, appreciate the help. We'll see where we get on the name as we work through the next few months.